Hi guys, I'm COD170 and today I'll bring you some footage of my best class setup, which is the Bal 27. For this game, it's personally my personal best setup, so I won't recommend it exactly if it will do you any better or not, but it's what I found the best so far. So hopefully you can take some tips from it, and if you're struggling to find a decent gun setup. Yeah, so start with obviously the Bal 27. I've got the gold camo on there. You can unlock it quite easily by getting 50 kills with no attachments, so it doesn't take too long to do. Quite simple. But apart from that, there's the camo. The actual attachments and stuff, I've gone with 3 attachments, which covers a wild card, which I'll go on to a bit later on. But the first attachment I use is stock, which allows you to obviously move faster while aiming down the sights. Quite handy when you're in the gun battles and you're going around corners. Extra moving a bit faster and be able to move while aiming down the sights a little bit faster can sometimes help you win those gun battles. And the second attachment I use is quick draw grip, which makes you aim faster. Again, you can win those gunfights a lot quicker than hopefully the other person if they're not using it. That's obviously given that you both lift the gun at the same time, but that does help quite a lot. And obviously the final one I use is suppressor, which I know people don't always like, but I like it because it helps you stay off the minimap, which is quite handy. People are using the minimap a lot at the moment because it's a new game as well, so it's using the minimap a lot. So it helps you stay off that minimap and helps you basically, so they don't know where you are, so it makes that a lot easier for the element of surprise. I do find that a lot, does help quite a bit. The only thing obviously the suppressor does do is it limits the range of the gun, so you just basically try and avoid those longer range gunfights if you can. It does slow it down a bit unless you've got a bit of time enough to fire a couple more rounds. There is an actual attachment that people can use to actually now see suppressed weapons, which is the microphone, so just bear that in mind. But I don't see many people using it at the moment, but I know a few people do, so just keep that in mind with it, but I think it's still worth using, and I find that those 3 work well together. Also, obviously, that does leave you with the iron sight, but I do find that the iron sight on the Bal is quite simple and easy. It doesn't basically block the view too much, as you'll notice in this video. It keeps the view quite open still. Doesn't block it. Obviously you can see that I don't use the secondary, or the EXO abilities, or the EXO launcher. Don't really use much of them, and personally for me it was basically taking up 3 points there that I could use on something else. So basically on those 3 points is pretty much the wild card and 2 attachments for the gun. So that's why I don't have those, because I never really used them, so I didn't really see the point of keeping them. Obviously with the wild cards, I've got 2 on. So one's a primary gunfighter, which obviously is for the 3 attachments, and the other one is the perk 3 greed, which I will come into in a minute. But that's basically just allows you to have 2 of basically that one tier of perk. So yeah, the first perk I use is low profile, which is so you can stay off the UAVs. Again, basically invisible on the minimap to some extent. Obviously, I think there are some things to still show up on, but generally you're pretty much invisible for most of the time. I know people use it quite a lot, but it does help. I do find, again, for the element of surprise. And the other one I use for perk 2 is peripherals. Basically extends the minimap, helps you see where everyone is when they're shooting their weapons, or again you've got the UAV active. You can, as long as it's a bigger peripheral, you can actually see where they are. When it's the smaller standard one, it makes it a little bit smaller, sometimes it's a bit harder to see. So just bear that in mind. It's definitely one worth using, and I find it helps quite a lot, especially at the moment where the maps are new and not fully sure on them. It does help quite a lot. And the final 2 is perk 3, which the first one is blast suppressor. What that does is actually when you use your exosuit, so like when you double jump or you use your ability, or dash or slide, which is not on the slide, but definitely if you dash, double jump and use your ability, you come with a little red ping on the enemy map. So, but the actual blast suppressor stops that happening, so basically keeps you invisible, which is very handy and does work really well. So everyone bear that in mind when you're jumping around the place, that you are actually showing up on the enemy radar. And I look at it and use it quite a lot, and sometimes it does help you out a lot when you look at the radar, seeing a pig next to you, turn around and there's someone behind you. So if you've got the blast suppressor, that turns that off so they don't actually see you jumping around, and if you're a player like me that kind of likes jumping around quite a lot, it's very useful. And the last one I use is scavenger, which again, mainly because at the moment the ammo situation, is quite dire actually, as in my last video. You can run out of bullets quite easy, so with scavenger on, it does obviously allow you to pick up the ammo as you're running around. That's actually the only thing with scavenger is it only unlocks at level 35, so just bear that in mind. Maybe when you prestige you might want to keep that as one of the things you do actually use as prestige. And sorry about noise in the background, that's my lizard, which is obviously in the first video I ever done on YouTube. Can be a bit noisy in his viv sometimes, so get that from time to time, just bear with me. But yeah, so obviously on this one, on the video showing here, on this map sometimes I like using a sniper, so again it's the same best class but with a slight variant. All I've done is I've taken the scavenger off and basically put a sniper rifle on, while using obviously the other wildcard. So just you can, once you find one you like, you can have sort of variances of them. That's what I tend to do most of the time. But generally I use the main one all the time, apart from being on 2 maps. So another thing I use obviously is score streaks. There's 3 I found that work quite well together, and they're quite quick and easy to get normally. You've got UAV. I have put the extra points received on there, so it takes you up a little bit, an extra 50 points extra, so basically 450 points to receive. The other one is system hack with flashbangs on, so again an extra bit of points, which takes you up to 650 total. And then the bombing run, I don't put extras on that yet, but that takes you up to 725, so they're quite easy and quite quick to get as long as you're on a good streak. Obviously the bombing run's only about a 7 kind of kill streak on team deathmatch, so it ain't too bad. Obviously fan of the game mode's only 50 points per kill instead of 100 points per kill, but then you've got your capture points and everything else on top, so you should be able to get them quite good like that. This is what I find is my best class to use generally in the game. Works quite well for me. There's nice, easy, light weapon to use, quite powerful. I'm finding the SMG's a bit weak at the moment. I like the KF5, but I'm finding it a little bit weak quite a lot of times in gun battles. It's alright up close, but I'm struggling a little bit with it, to be fair. And also the other weapons I'm using as well, still the bow, is the Inferno, which is the elite version, which you get in supply drops. There are other versions as well, I think it's the 227, I believe. Both very good weapons to use, so just keep an eye out for those and give them a try. Other than that, the other thing touched on sensitivity. I play sensitivity 4, played in 10 in Ghosts, but play 4 on this. It's worth playing around. I've played on for a few different ones. That does help increase your aim and makes it a lot sharper. So just have a play around with that and give it a go and see which one suits you the best. So I hope this video helped people who are stuck on the class setup. Thanks for watching. I've been COD 170. Catch you on the next video.